Hi everyone, I am Amy with Inspiring Others Health, and I did a recent survey of my followers and I asked them how I can best help them in 2016. And believe it or not, one of the topics that came up that was more common amongst people was about water. And how can I increase my water intake and some tips and tricks to help me do that. So I wanted to put together a video blog or a vlog on some of my tips to help you increase your water consumption. So first, let's talk about some of the reasons why. I have three reasons I'm going to share with you of why it's important to drink your quota of water for the day. And one of those reasons is to help maintain the balance of fluids within your body so all of your organs can function properly. That's important, right? The other one is to energize your muscles and keep them working and supporting the structure of your body. And then the last reason that I have for you today is to help control your hunger. I don't know if you know this or not. I recently learned that our bodies really can't tell the difference between being hungry or being dehydrated. So sometimes we are dehydrated and we feel hungry, or our brain is telling us you're hungry, when in fact all we have to do is simply grab a glass of water. So let me go into some of the tips that I have. I have 7 to be exact, tips that I have to help you increase your water intake. So the first one that I have is to download a water tracking app. There are many different ones out on the market, whether you're Android or iPhone. So just look in your apps gallery and look for a water tracker. So that will help you. And sometimes they even have reminders, so they can buzz or vibrate your phone to remind you to drink more water. Another tip that I have is to fill your water bottle or a glass first thing in the morning when you wake up and actually consume some of that water that you fill in your container. Third is to drink through a straw. I have found this to be a really helpful tip for me, and I've shared it with other people, and they have gotten back to me to say, that was a really helpful tip. So nobody ever really told me that. I just realized I drink more water when I drink through a straw. The fourth tip that I have, I keep looking down because I am referencing my notes, so I have a lot to say and I remember to tell you everything. But the fourth tip that I have is to make sure you know how much water you should be drinking, right? So how do you know that? What's the formula? It's really simple. It's drink half your body weight in ounces of water. That's it. And you might be surprised at how little water you need to drink. Some people get overwhelmed. I need to drink a lot of water, and they might not know quite how much they need to drink, and then they do the math, and they're like, oh, that's very doable and attainable. So the fifth tip that I have for you is to try infusing your water with some flavors. Whether it be through fruit. There's some neat containers that have a container within a container where you fill the center lodge with fruits, and it infuses your water throughout the day. I would suggest maybe some frozen fruits so that they don't get as soggy as quickly. That has worked for me. I am going to share a recipe within my blog for a really cool detox infused water solution, and I have really enjoyed that, especially in the summer months, so I'll share that with you below. And I also find that in the winter months I am drinking more herbal tea, and actually in the summer months I am making the herbal tea in the form of iced tea. But herbal tea is non-caffeinated, so it does count as water intake. because the caffeine is not acting as a diuretic and it's not dehydrating you. So if you like tea, warm or cold, you might want to try herbal tea so that you get your water consumption that way. Sixth tip I have is to drink a little bit of water, maybe 8 ounces or so, before every meal. And so if you do the math and you drink 8 ounces before each meal and you drink 3 meals a day, or you eat 3 meals a day, then there's your 23 ounces at least, just right there. And then my last tip for you is to switch it up. In the colder months, maybe drink room temperature water, and in the winter months, drink. In the colder months, drink ice water or cooler water, and then in the warmer months, drink iced water. So those are the tips that I have for you. I hope they're helpful. And also, be sure to drink from, if you can, be sure to drink from a glass container. I use Life Factory water bottles. I give them to my kids to take to school, and they're glass. They're not leaching the toxins from the plastic. And studies have shown that plastic water bottles do leach, especially as they get heated up and refilled without being washed or put through the dishwasher. So I choose to drink my water through a glass water bottle, and I also add flavors to my water through my essential oils. And so you can't add essential oils to a plastic water bottle, so there's a multi-purpose for me to use glass. But you really want to do the best that you can for the health of your body. And studies have proven that glass containers don't leach the toxins that plastic containers do. So why not change it up and get yourself a glass water bottle? I've seen them all over the place at Whole Foods, at Bed Bath & Beyond. Target has some, not the Life Factory, but they do have some glass ones. And then, of course, Amazon. So I hope that this has been helpful for you. And I would love to hear your feedback. If you have other tips that you want to share with my followers, please comment below. And then if this has helped you in any way, please give me feedback, because the more feedback I get, the more I'm just going to want to share and inspire others. So thank you again, and I look forward to next time.